Good morning, everybody. We are sitting here on break time right now, just kind of hanging out. I'm going to work on an announcer voice, I think. I like an announcer voice. I think an announcer has a rodeo announcer has a very pretty voice. Welcome to the gang, everybody. Hopefully everybody's here to enjoy the Money Monday.
That I learned in the book I'm listening to, Zig Ziglar's How to Stay Motivated. He had a guy come up to him and asked to sit down. Well, his buddy actually asked Zig Ziglar to sit down with his friend because his friend had goals that were driving him basically to death. Like, it was killing him because of how late he was staying up and stuff. And so he sat down with him and said, so tell me who you admire. Who do you want to be like? And he's like, I really admired my boss. And so when he sat down with Zig Ziglar's okay. He's like, okay, so let's put your boss aside for a second. I want you to tell me what you consider success to be. So he went through and he said, success is financial security or wealthy. Success is being healthy. Success is having good family relationships. Success is being happy in what you're doing. And he listed off, I think he said 8 things. So those are just the ones that came to the top of my head. Anyway, so then he sat down and he said, okay, now let's take the guy you feel is successful and put him into these categories that you just made. He said, so tell me about your boss and how happy he is. How happy do you think his boss is? He's like, I actually don't think he's very happy. First of all, he's extremely stressed out while he's around work. And second, he has ulcers because of how stressed he is. And so Zig Ziglar's like, okay, so we're going to have to say he's not happy. So an X on happy off of your list of success. And then he says, and now we've got to put an X on health because he's got ulcers. And he makes a funny joke. He's like, it's not what you're eating, but what's eating you. Anyways, so he's got an X on 2 of his 8 things that he considers successful. And then he goes down the list and says, so how's his family relationships? He's like, well, he's actually getting a divorce with his wife right now. And so he's like, okay, so we got to put an X on family relationships. He does not have good family relationships. He's like, so how wealthy is your boss? He's like, okay, he's got lots of money. And so he's like, okay, so we'll put a check mark on that one. And then he went through and listed off the rest of his 8. I don't know why I can't remember them, but anyways, so then he goes back through and he sits down with this guy. He says, so out of your definition of success, your boss has one thing, and he's wealthy. Everything else was an X or a question mark we weren't sure about. So I think the important thing is to figure out what your definition of success is, figure out who your role models are, and make sure that they fit in your definition of success.
Oh, that was deep. That was awesome. So, Jared, anything to add into that?
I couldn't say it any better. That was perfect.
Yeah, that was perfect. Guys, everybody's success is different than somebody else's success, all right? If your biggest dream in life was to go out to Alaska and live in the mountains like a mountain man, and you succeeded and did that, you're successful in what you want to do, all right? That's what makes you happy. If you want to be wealthy and have a jet and do all that, there are different ways to do it. You have to find what makes you successful, what makes you happy, and pursue it 100% all the time. So anyways, you guys, everybody, be blessed. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks to Jed for that beautiful Money Monday. And we'll talk to you guys all later on. Be blessed. See ya.